Hey fourth graders, I'm really sorry to miss class today, but you're going to be doing something really fun with Miss Bliss, and you're going to be working with your cabin, so I think that will be extra special. So what I thought you could do was actually install a floor and some little people to move around in your cabin, and you're going to be using this doing this using magnets, which is really exciting. So the materials you're going to need are these little cutouts, this guy, so you're going to have people in your cabin, and you may also have one of these dogs. Okay, so there's people, but there's also some blank ones if you want to draw your own. So eventually those people will get folded and become looking like more like this. Okay. So the first step that you're going to do is actually add some color to these people and dogs. So make sure you guys have a set of colored pencils. Make sure you also have a set of scissors, and you're also going to need some paper clips. The large or small ones both work, but if you use the small ones, I recommend 2. So you're going to add some color and color them really nicely. So I added some to these guys. This guy doesn't have color yet, but these 2 do. And you can design up to 3 people. So you'll have this guy, but there's also 2 blank ones if you want to design your own people. But I recommend that the person looks similar on this side and this side, like the way it's reflected like this. But it's up to you. So the first step you're going to do is actually color them. So you can see I colored them already. Then you're going to cut them out. So make sure you cut along the solid lines, the whole thing. And then the dotted lines is where you want to fold. So fast forward, you're going to cut, it should look something like this when you cut it out. And then what you'll do is fold it in half, and then fold it here and here. And then these 2 actually go together to create a triangle like that. And then you'll take a paper clip, oops, here's my paper clip, and you'll put it like so it looks like that. Okay? Then you'll have a person all ready to go in your cabin. Okay? So once you get your people all ready to go in your cabin, you'll have to actually go get your cabin. So I'm using someone's cabin right here. And then you'll have to create the floor. So you'll get a piece of oak tag that is large enough to fit your entire floor on it. You'll place it on the ground. And then what you're going to do is actually trace the perimeter of your cabin. So you'll get a pencil and you'll go around the outside of your cabin. You'll trace the whole thing. It might be tricky in some spots, like over here, but you'll make it work. Voila. Let's have a look at it. So here's the square. Okay, so then I'm going to take my scissors and cut along the outside. Oops. Oops, hold my scissors upside down. Pretty neatly because you don't want any ragged edges. You want your cabin to be really nice. Oh, I just thought of something. If you want to put a pattern on the floor, you could. Like maybe a checkered pattern. You have a checkered floor. Or you can draw a rug. Whatever you like. Okay? So, I'm just going to keep a plain floor for now, but if you do want to get fancy with it, you could draw something with the colored pencils. Okay? So for this next step, you're actually going to be over by the glue guns. So I have my glue gun all heated up, I'm also going to need you're going to also need a tongue depressor, a small magnet, which Miss Bliss will provide you guys with. Everybody gets one. And you'll have your floor all cut out, ready to go. Okay? So what you'll do is take your glue and you'll put a thin line of glue around the outside of your cabin floor, all along the outside. Okay? So once it's ready to go, then you'll place your cabin right on there and let it dry. So then you have a cabin floor. Just be careful because sometimes some of the glue will ooze out on the sides and you don't want to burn your fingers. So give it a minute for it to dry. Put it along out the side. And then what you're going to do is actually create your magnetic wand that will be able to go underneath the cabin and move your little people and dogs around. So you'll take the tongue depressor, and you'll put a little glue on the end. This you have to be really careful because the magnet has a little hole and you don't want any of the glue to get to your fingers. And then you'll just place the little ring magnet on the end, like so. It looks like that. Okay? And just let that dry a little bit. You can press down on it on the opposite side so that it's really firm, like so. And then that's ready to go. Then, I'll bring it all together now. You take the little dog, fold it along the perforated edges. Put the guy together, so, paper clip, and then he can go underneath the floor of your cabin, and then he can move around. Woohoo! Voila! Magnetic floor. I hope you guys have fun working on these today with Miss Bliss. If you have any extra time, you guys can design some furniture for your cabins using some of the wooden sticks provided, and I can't wait to see them on the end of the day on Thursday. So have a good time, guys, and treat each other kindly.